ready to get wet? You ready to get wet? I know you won't mind the cold. I think I will. Feel better? Okay, here we go. Oh man, that's cold. Golly. Gotta get used to it. Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina, Lake Taneycomo. 43-degree water. I usually wear wading boots. Maybe I'll get used to it. I am up here above Fall Creek. You can see Fall Creek down there. Fall Creek Marina. This is called wet wading. I don't know how long I'm going to stand this. I used to be able to do this when I was a kid. I've got a tan scud on a number 12 on a 200R hook underneath a float about 3 feet. And I was planning on wading this whole stretch through here. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Oh, I'm going to throw out just a little bit further. It has been real windy. It just laid down, which is nice. Usually it does just the opposite. This would be my first cast. Drops off right there. Ah, oh, that's cold. Oh, that might have been a bite. Okay, Jackson, the dog's not even in the water. It's supposed to be a water dog. Might be. This is usually a really good scud and edge bank. 2 units running. They usually get up here in this shallow water and eat a lot of scuds. If you have the right application, which I'm not sure if I do. Ooh, there was a rise out there. It might be the case. I've got a weighted scud on, but you know, I should have a little bit of, yeah, that was the bottom. Maybe a little bit of weight. I'm actually kind of getting used to this water. I'm losing all feeling in my feet. You could do this from a boat too, but I just thought it'd be fun to get out and do a little wet wading, but probably not the smartest thing to do. You can get neoprene booties and put on, first you put on, I put on pretty thick wool socks and then put on that neoprene bootie, which they make for wet wading. And then you put on wading boots. And yeah, your feet get wet, but the water inside the bootie warms up. And it's not quite so cold. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is get back in the boat and drift this bank again, but this time from a boat. It's just a little too cold. And I don't think I'm getting out far enough. I think it's just a little too shallow. Okay. Gonna get in the boat. Jackson? God, I can't believe you didn't get in the water. He's still up there on dry ground. Chicken. Chop. Okay, I'm kind of setting myself up here. That over that. To drift to the same bank I was just out on. Same bug, same. But I've got a little split shot to get it down a little bit better. I'll try to stay out where I'm just about the right depth of water. I'll try to mess around with this trolling motor. Let's see, get this all set up maybe. This north feature maybe on. Okay, we'll see if this works. And it looks like it's not going to. Come on. I got a good drift though. Just need to be away from the bank a little bit more. That's okay. I think I'm good. I think I am good. Should be some fish in this vicinity. The wind's trying to take my boat out to sea. Remote in the right hand and the fly rod in the left. And that was a bomb. Eliminate everything that can grab my fly line. I'm going to back out a little bit. Okay, here we go. Get out in a little deeper water here in just a second. That's where I want to be. This is a real favorite to some of the guides that like to fly fish with the water running. Even with the water not running, it's a good bank. This wind's probably messing with my mic. This is the water I wanted to target right here. The boat's working, there's no wind. I believe I got the right bug on at the right depth. tick. It's a really nice drift. It's good speed. But I'm not gonna lie, fishing's been tough for most people. Now, Tracy Frenzel and Rick Lysick and Steve Dickey just came in with a bunch of people, and they caught some good, well, I'd say good fish, some stockers. And they were fishing down at the bridges, he said, from Scotty's Down. And Steve said the fish are down there and they're suspended about 9 foot deep. And they're using that pink and the red power worm on a jig head under a float, fishing 9 to 9.5 feet deep. And he said they caught a lot of fish. So that it doesn't take a special rig to do that. Some people are going to have a little bit of problem fishing 9 to 10 foot deep. Those guys have rods that are 8 and 9 foot long, spinning rods that set up just for that. And I'm really out of where I'm supposed to be. I'm out of the shallow water. I think I'm going to go back up and I'm going to drift the narrows up there, the shallow flat. I'm going to try that. I might even add a fly to this, give them a little smorgasbord, see what happens. There's no wind up here. I've come right up to the White House. Not Andy Williams' house, but the other White House up here. I'm right up against the bank. Looks like I'm about 4 or 5 foot of water here. It's a little bit more shallow down where I'm going. I just barely have that trolling motor going, so hopefully it's going to keep me in a good position. Boat's going to be going a little bit slower than the current out here because I'm on the inside bend. So my float's going to run out of everybody's view. Plus I've got a little bit of trolling motor going. So I'll cast it back up here. I'm going pretty good. The wind's going to want to push my nose out towards the middle if I'm not careful. Make sure I don't hit any of these logs back here. That would not be fun. I think I'm good. Got to be a hungry trout in this stretch. Put back up here. Oh, fish. Move out just a little bit. I don't want to be in super shallow water back here. Okay, now I'm entering the flat where it's pretty shallow. It's about 3 foot deep here now. And this is where those trout usually sit. Okay, now I think I'm set just about right. I did get out and fish for, oh gosh, 30 minutes, 40 minutes this morning. I fished the opposite bluff bank from the resort. I fished a white jig, and then I fished a sculpin and peach, 3/32 ounce, 4-pound line. I didn't do very good. Caught one fish, and I didn't really miss that many fish. Fish have been just kind of stinky here. Seems like the last couple of days. I got some guys that are used to catching fish that arrived yesterday and caught 1 or 2 fish. I think Dwayne went down to, oh, this morning, yes, this morning he took a friend out, and they threw his jerk baits, and his buddy got a 24-inch rainbow, and they saw some big fish, but a lot of follows, they said. I think the only thing I do different is put a little bit more weight on and change the color of my scud. 2 units is still, it's kind of one of those lines that if it gets any more than this, fly fishing is just really tough. I know Chuck Grise and Steve, for the most part, they've got some techniques that they use up below the dam that they'll fish, and Brett Rader, and they'll fish 10, 12 foot deep with fair amount of weight, and they do pretty good, but it's not really what I like to do. So, but this certainly is not working. Not working. Could be the tan scud. Beautiful day. It's nice to be out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.